Now, China welcomes Pakistan and Iran in bridging differences through dialogue and consultations as the two South Asian nations move to mend ties after exchanging military strikes last week. Take a look at this report.
After Iran released a statement that its foreign minister will visit Pakistan, China has welcomed the signs of eased tensions.
中国政府高度重视本轮的审议工作，将本着坦诚开放态度参加审议，同各方交流互鉴，共同进步。希望各方都能遵循国别人权审议机制、建设性、非政治化等原则参与审议。
The announcement came after unprecedented attacks on either side of the border last week. China has urged restraint from both sides in the wake of their tit-for-tat strikes.
中方欢迎伊巴关系改善取得的积极进展，支持双方继续通过友好协商增进互信、深化合作。我们愿同伊巴两国进一步加强互利合作，共同维护地区和平、稳定与发展。
The statement also said that the two foreign ministers agreed that the ambassadors from both countries could return to their posts by January 26.
Now, the Israel-Hamas war is resulting in a catastrophic humanitarian crisis in Gaza. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has called for a humanitarian pause in fighting to facilitate aid being delivered to civilians and also to help evacuate the hostages. Take a look on this report.
Britain's Prime Minister Rishi Sunak says UK and US have been working together to establish a new aid route in Gaza.
Biden and I again discussed this yesterday, and he shares my deep concerns about the situation, about the terrible suffering and loss of civilian lives. So together we are working to establish a new aid route through the port of Ashdod. And Mr. Speaker, the UK wants to see an end to the fighting in Gaza as soon as possible. We are calling for an immediate humanitarian pause to get aid in and hostages out as a vital step towards building a sustainable, permanent ceasefire without a return to destruction, fighting and loss of life.
The United Nations has warned of famine-like situation in the Gaza Strip.
The largest concentration of people in what looks like famine-like conditions anywhere in the world. And also how fast we got to this point is extremely concerning. More than 500,000 people in Gaza are facing catastrophic food insecurity levels, and the risk of famine increases each day as the conflict is limiting the delivery of life-saving food assistance to people in need.
Only 14 hospitals are still functioning in Gaza, 7 in the north and 7 in the south.
Hamas must agree to the release of all hostages. They can no longer be in charge of Gaza. The threat from Hamas terror and rocket attacks must end. And an agreement must be in place for the Palestinian Authority to return to Gaza to provide governance services and security. That is the pathway to peace that should unite the whole House. And I believe we are also united in support of a two-state solution.
While several nations are calling for a ceasefire on humanitarian grounds, there has been no end to the war. Agency report Republic TV.